Hey everyone, it is the 5th of January 2023. It's 7:57 in the evening somehow. Today's one of those days where the hours have just flown by and the whole daylight saving thing still messes with my head because it's nice and bright and sunny outside, so to speak. Yep, and nearly 8 o'clock at night. I imagine having children and trying to put them to bed when it's this light out probably would be quite difficult. I was a stepmom for a long time ago, and yeah, I remember it wasn't that easy. I've actually had a fantastic day. So last night was a little weird, yeah. I wrote a blog about it and ended up being like drawn to handwriting everything I was feeling, which for someone who barely can use their hands due to pain isn't always fun, but needed to happen. So I have realised, and I think I've mentioned it before, there are stories that I can't exactly tell while they're happening, but I will be telling everything to all of you by the time that my end of my life comes around. Yeah, let's put it that way. Those of you who have been following along for a while now will know, and if you're new, hi, I'm Liv. I live in Melbourne, Australia. I'm from New Zealand, been here 18 years, and I document my life every day in a sense by making these videos, talking to you all as if I can see you or you're right there in front of me, and then uploading them without viewing them first. This way it keeps everything completely 100% authentic. It is extremely real and raw, and I do discuss everything that goes on in my life. So you could effectively call this my very private yet very public online diary. So last night, something happened that I couldn't explain at the time, and it was fucking with me. So I am extremely spiritual. My spiritual awakening started this whole thing, which is what led me to quit ice in the first place. That's a big story in itself, and I'm too tired to go into that. But I'm very connected to the energies, the collective, and to other people, so I can always feel things going on. Last night, something was going on that I couldn't understand, and yet it kept bringing me back to Graham, right? Now, Graham is someone I have known from university. Yeah, we were friends for a little while, and I ended the friendship in the beginning of the year due to, this is going to be weird, right? Because this is why I give everyone fake names and why I'll never have social media so you can't tie things back to each other. Like, I'm going to, like I said, I share my stories. Graham, if you see this, this is what's going on, yeah? Now, whether people believe me a lot or not is highly irrelevant to me in my life these days, okay? I know when I'm talking to someone or I'm dealing with someone and they're being genuine, or in the case of men, for example, especially men who serial date and jump between bed to bed to bed, especially without condoms, like what the fuck, and are able to justify it to themselves, it does affect me because I am doing everything I can to help people. Now, I will never ever agree with the if it doesn't involve you, keep your fucking nose out of it. Because if you know someone who's doing something that you know is going to hurt another person, absolutely get involved. The world as we know it, the way we live in it, fucking ridiculous society rules that we have are bullshit. They make no sense, okay? When you really go within yourself and start truly questioning the things that we've been taught from generation to generation to generation, it's no wonder our world is as fucked up as it is, yeah? Now, Graham is a very good friend. He's been amazing to me since Randy died, right? But I can't help but notice the inconsistencies in his story. Now, he tells me everything, and last night I questioned him on something because I was like, I know for a fact that if I could be bothered, which I can't, I could scroll through all of our messages and find you telling me that you're not going to continue dating more and more people when you've already started dating this particular person who is already just coping with the fact that he is poly. Now, I am all for whatever you want to be. Yeah? It's just that it hit me yesterday that people are able to justify things. Now, Graham is very, into this particular woman, yeah? And so I've heard all the stories. Hey, Licky. Shh, my dog, man. And yet, this is where it's becoming confusing. He has been telling me now for a long time that he needs to literally cut friends out of his life because he doesn't have enough time for everyone. And yet every day he's going on a new date, meeting new people, meeting and doing new things. All well and good. Do whatever the fuck you'd like. It really doesn't affect me. But the problem is I've now spent so much time with him that I can now see and more importantly feel where he's able to justify things. And that's what we humans do. We're justifying fucking everything. Everything we do, people can justify it, right? And I mean that's how I ended up going on this journey that I'm on. I'm evolving and changing and growing every second of every day. And last night it became so overwhelming. I couldn't breathe. I was having an attack, and I was like, something is going on, and it's not about me, but I think it's about this particular woman because it's very evident from the conversations that she's falling for him. And based on everything he's telling me, it's very obvious he's not being 100% honest. And so I called him on it. That's what a good friend does, right? He didn't appreciate it. Basically told me to stick my nose out of other people's business. He very clearly made it a point of saying, what doesn't concern you, doesn't involve you, stay the fuck out. Now, the thing with Graham that I struggle with, and I struggle with it a lot because I just find it very bizarre in general, okay? But I'm a psych student, so I'm trying to look at it like that. And since losing Randy, and that's when Graham came back into my life because I'd lent him philosophy stuff that I needed back, and me and him and Randy had made a plan to see each other, and then Randy passed away. And having Graham has been a lifeline, and I fully know that, and I accept that, and as a friend, he's been great. The thing with Graham, though, is that he has no empathy. He literally does not feel empathy for anyone or anything unless it is specifically personally connected to him, right? So effectively, he has the ability to date and date and date and date, right? Justify it all in his head, all he likes because he's poly. And this is, again, I stress, nothing against people who are. But it hit me through writing out these pages and pages of just, it was flowing through me last night, that this is exactly what happened to me, okay? I was the woman that this woman is with him, and I was told all the same things that he's telling her, and yet it was bullshit, and I was humiliated because I trusted him. And And I can, like, I contacted Graham last night out of concern for my friend. I was like, look, I'm now actually concerned because your stories aren't adding up and what you're doing doesn't make any sense. And I kept saying to him, I'm not mad, I'm trying to understand, okay? I'm trying to understand what is going on because you are constantly telling me you don't have enough time for even the people you've got in your life. And I am 100% worried about all of these people he's seeing. Of course I am. I know this person. I know what he's like. And then it started hitting me that he has the same ability that Mr. X had. And I couldn't help but question about whether or not Mr. X has no empathy either, though obviously I have no idea. But to truly not have empathy for people and just be able to just, let's face it, use them, do whatever you want, and then walk away and know nothing is going to affect you, whereas the next person's entire life could crumble. I'm just never going to be that person that doesn't say something. And I personally think everyone should say something. This time around, I haven't done anything stupid, like actually attack him or end the friendship or done anything like that. But I have realised that I actually do have other friends in my life. And even though some of them are online because I've met them through uni, they're not actually that far away. And in fact, some of them, the 3 people that I plan to at least really start improving my friendships with, are all closer to me driving distance than Graham is. And since he is just so happy to keep adding and adding and adding people and just culling people, he's just like, I'm done, just cut people out. I'm at my limit. You know, I realise I did my birthday, he was at my birthday, and again, second birthday in a row where at no point did I get to listen to the music I enjoy. Did I get to do what I enjoy, because I'm constantly making everyone else comfortable. Now, I vape weed. We all fucking know this. Yeah? Ironically enough, haven't been vaping all that much the last few days. But it's like it happened again. Like, I was leaving the room every time to have a vape, and it's becoming too much. And so I woke up this morning to this long fucking message from him, blah, 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 telling me that I've crossed boundaries, all the things that I've done wrong, and how moving forward he's no longer ever going to tell me anything personal. And you know what? Absolutely happy with that, because I don't want to hear about all the people he's going to hurt, because that's what's going to happen. Yeah? And it's like this entire time I've been allowing myself to believe that I had misconstrued information the first time round when I ended the friendship the first time. I didn't misconstrue anything. I ended the friendship exactly for the same reasons that I've decided to step aside. Like I said, I'm just leaving him. I got nothing to say to him at the moment, and I really am going to practice this whole putting the phone down. Now, I don't regret any of what I said last night, because I wasn't angry. I wasn't upset. I was in a fucking weird state. I will give you that one, and I said that to him. But yeah, the world that we live in, when no one is honest to anyone, is bullshit. It's absolute fucking bullshit. And so today I spent my day making sure that everybody I spoke to knew that they were doing a fantastic job. And in doing so, I've realised that for this year, I'm going to make a really bigger effort. And don't get me wrong, I do this in my general day-to-day life anyway. But I just think we all really, really need to be telling people how amazing they are and how good they are at doing whatever it is they're doing. Because people, especially in, like, say I saw a new doctor today, I had to get blood tests today, I got my eyes retested today, then I had to get help with, like, technical stuff. Like, I've been to a number of different places, and everyone was awesome. And so I told them, you're all amazing. I saw this lady and I said to her, I'm going to call you the awesome woman that helped me out with my glasses. And she was fucking cool as. And I showed her how, like, I was trying to, like, rock out the new whole, you know, these things, yeah, because I'm constantly forgetting where I put my glasses. But the one that I had keeps falling off. And she's like, oh, we've got these ones. They're $7, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And because we'd been talking, and I'm going to say the two things that I honestly had told myself last year that I was going to implement this year are already so far out the window, and it's only day 5 of this year. So that being, 1, I'm not giving people my website and YouTube channels. That's bullshit. I have 2 people today. The awesome lady who did the blood test with a very cool name that I obviously can't say, but hello if you see this. And like I said, the awesome woman in the glasses place who ended up just giving them to me. I mean, that's amazing. And yeah, and then I was like, I really, really need to get a wireless speaker. Done it, right? But I don't know a single thing about technology, so I just sort of went into the store and I was like, please help me. I know how much I don't like. This is the limit for spending. Got everything I needed, and then was like, can I just pop these here, add them all into my online account, use the card numbers my mum had given me for my birthday and Christmas, and then pay for them all online using that, and then was able to take them. So it's awesome. And yeah, I've had an amazing fucking day. Like, I need to have people who resonate with me, who align with me, who are passionate and believe in me. And I've been holding on to Graham because I've been acting like he's the only friend I've got. And it's bullshit because he's not. And I don't know, like, I bent over backwards the last trimester to make sure he got through uni. And I trusted him on every level that he would be here for me while I finish my degree. He is not. He is not here for me in that sense. And I know that. Yes, I spent Christmas there and he came down for my birthday. Honestly, I would rather spend my birthday alone this year than again with people who I can't even listen to my own fucking music with, right? But I'm not going to let shit get to me anymore. Like, I don't have any reason to say anything to him. Like, I'm not ending our friendship, but, you know, he's made it really clear that he wants to just date and date and date and date and date more people. And to do that, he needs to keep removing people from his life already. And considering I'm a literal empath who can actually feel what people feel, whether they're in the room with me or not, and he has no empathy at all for anyone or anything other than those who service him, that's some pretty fucking opposite shit there, yeah? I love his family. I love his family to bits, yeah? His family is that kind of family I think we all want, you know? But I'm just realizing I need to focus on friendships that align with me. And like I said, it's not like I've ended anything. I'm not that person anymore. I haven't reacted. I'm not reacting badly. I feel quite fine. I feel hungry and I've no idea what to eat for dinner, but that's a daily thing for me because I don't like cooking. And cooking involves energy, and I don't really have much of that either. I am very happy to say, though, I haven't actually achieved uni stuff at all for the last couple of days, but life goes on. I did, however, hear back from my unit chair, who said it's all good, don't stress about the grammar error. They won't deduct points from me if the answer is in fact correct. And the extension that I applied for the quiz that's opening the day uni starts back has been granted. So that at least helps me a lot. So I will be spending, what's today? Yeah, like I have literally nothing on for the next number of days. So what do we got? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 3 days before classes start. And I'm not attending live classes because of the overwhelm they cause me. So even so. On a different note though, as I mentioned, I got bloods and I saw a new doctor. So I've realised that my medical team are fantastic, but they're all on the other side of the city. Yeah, they're at least 50 minutes to an hour driving away, right? Now, people ask me all the time, why are your doctors so far away? And it's because they're amazing. And I have spent 10 years before finding the most amazing doctors that I've got, and I will always keep her as my doctor. However, there are times where I need things done that I don't need to go all the way over to the other side of the city. For example, the mosquito bites. They are absolutely not supposed to be looking the way they are, the reactions. The doctor today was like, there's definitely something up. And I've requested all tests, and I put the second spray out where I said that I was going to for the mosquitoes and whatnot. And the poor little cockroach that I did try to save didn't make it because I found it under the kitchen table and had to remove it. But twice now in the last evening, this evening anyway, the thing's fallen off the wall. And I got no idea why, because I put the command hook up, and then the second time I taped it with massive fucking tape, whatnot. It keeps falling down. Not dealing with it anymore for now. Can't be asked. But yeah, so I'm having a great day, like I said. I'm super fucking proud of myself on many, many reasons. Mostly that I actually wasn't reacting in a bad way last night. It was genuinely out of concern for him until he made it clear that he was not liking the fact that I was calling him, right? And that's fine. If you watch this, and I mean, I can imagine he's going to completely rebut all of this stuff, and that's cool. Couldn't care less. Like I said, I'm focusing on the good stuff, and I have actually got plenty of people who I love and adore, and I'm going to put so much more effort in this year. I'm not ashamed of my sites. I actually love my ability to be able to jump on my camera, talk to the wall, and then upload it without watching it, and then watch it whenever I get around to watching it. Yeah, and I'm never the first person to see my videos. I can't think of anything else I want to say, except I really probably should look into this whole meal stuff, because I'd give anything right now just to be able to go, oh, that looks good, and put it in my microwave and not deal with it. So far, the food I have that's easy and instant is vegan sausage rolls and hash browns that can just go straight into the oven. I just don't even know if I want that. But as I said to the doctor, right, I was like, I have to mitigate everything, because Ritalin makes your appetite disappear, which is really hard. And I am in pain. I am going to vape. Haven't actually had any today, but I've also been driving around a lot. Yeah. But I'm feeling really good. Like I said, I'm not setting alarms, because setting alarms is pointless. I sleep through them. Let's face it. We know this. And yeah, like I said, just feeling really, really good. Life is good. I'm choosing to see it through the light through the eyes of love, and I'm good with everything I've done. You know, I'm the first person to admit when I fucked up, or I've done something wrong, or I've said something uncalled for, or I've put my nose in where I really shouldn't have. But when it comes to the ability for people, and I'm not going to even specify gender, it's like whoever you are, people are able to justify anything they want to themselves. We all know it. I just say it. That's the difference. But yeah, I must admit though, I am freaking loving this. I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. So happy. So that's me for now. I'm done talking. It's nearly 26 minutes, so go figure. I'm probably going to end up eating hash browns and sausage rolls. I'll see how I go. But I will talk to you all tomorrow. Good night. Bye.